Hello sir, we're here at the OSRAM booth. Want to know what is your participation and your presence here at the ACMA Automechanika Delhi show?
This year we are participating over here second time in a row. Last year also as well we were here. Though this time round the place is, the stall is more prominent but the visibility is a lot better than what it used to be last year. And over here, as you could see, we have an entire product portfolio, our own entire product portfolio at display, which includes the traditional bulbs, which includes LED retrofits, which includes the accessory products, which in horns and wiper blades and fragrances. So a lot to know about over here. Even the fixtures, working lights. So a lot to know about OSRAM over here, and you can find a very comprehensive display over here.
And you have mentioned about all the products that you're showcasing at this expo, being the horns, the wiper blades, the lights, etc.
Yeah.
So, who is your primary target audience at this show, sir? What are your key expectations from the ACMA Delhi show?
As you could see, we also have the consumers over here, but the end consumers constitute to a very limited portion of the entire gathering that we have, which is basically a B2B connection. We are trying to, in the first place, showcase our entire product range, display our entire strength of products. Then we are trying to attract certain inquiries from potential customers. And the third is we also, we are also here to build PR with our existing customers, and even those audience which are not our customers, but they do appreciate us and our brand value and the strength of our products.
Right. So, yeah. And the automotive aftermarket segment in India is becoming more organized, standardized, and digitally connected.
Correct.
So, what key trends and changes do you see in the aftermarket segment, and how is OSRAM playing a role in tapping into this market?
Like you mentioned, the aftermarket, the independent aftermarket, which traditionally used to be in this country, is becoming more and more organized. The end users or the car owners or bike owners are shifting more and more from aftermarket or mechanic-oriented aftermarket into the OES showrooms, the car showrooms for their, not just for their purchases but also for their services. So that is, and coming back to independent aftermarket, it is not just the brands like OSRAM or similar brands, independent brands in single products which are operating, but we also see a lot of car makers and bike makers. They have launched spare parts, a lot of spare parts in their own brands, which we know as the genuine spares. So the market, yes, is moving towards being more organized, but at the same time, we have a very strong customer base. Even apart from independent aftermarket, we are supplying to the OES channel as well. So we have a reach at both the places, and we are constantly looking for the opportunities. Apart from that, since we are expanding our product portfolio, so we are trying to gather more and more market share in new product categories, and that is how the growth path looks like, not just for OSRAM, but for a lot of companies who are doing this. Because all the companies who have traditionally been operating in the independent aftermarket, they do see a challenge from the fact that the market is becoming more and more OES oriented and being more and more organized. Probably the only option that is left with the players is to launch new products to get a better revenue, as well to increase their supplies in the OES channel. So this is how the strategy looks like.
Yes, sir. And you really touched upon OSRAM's strategy and reach, and it's a very collaborative ecosystem. So how are you strengthening your presence and on-ground network for the Indian aftermarket, especially with distributors, retailers, workshops, and mechanics and end customers? How are you strengthening that platform?
So we have a very comprehensive geographical reach. We operate across the country via more than 170 channel partners. That ensures, because our distributors sales team and my sales team both, independently or jointly go out in the market and try to reach out to each and every retail counter, each and every mechanic or electrician. So I would say we are quite consistently building on our reach in the market. The brand is already quite strong. The demand is quite visible that we have a good demand in the market. More and more distributors trying to reach out to us to get the distributorship. Apart from that, we do a lot of PR like this activity. We do a lot of promotions. sell-in promotions, sell-out promotions, or as in India, like in India market, you call them primary promotions, secondary promotions. So we are a sell-in and sell-out promotion-driven company. We are a company which tries to reach out to all the customers, the primary customers, the secondary customers, and the tertiary customers in the market. And we also encourage our distributors to go out in the market and speak about OSRAM, make their customers aware about the brand. We also participate in a lot of local activities, the local automotive car dealer or bike dealer association meetings, their exhibitions. There are certain exhibitions which are organized only by the distributors for a limited audience in the remote areas of the country. We try to participate as much as we can in such activities as well. So there's a lot going on when it comes to reaching out to the secondary market and the tertiary market.
That's it, absolutely. And as you had mentioned, awareness is very key
Absolutely.
in this aspect. So, and India is often seen as a very price-sensitive market.
Yep.
But also quality is a very important priority. And how does OSRAM strike the balance between great quality as well as competitive pricing in today's market standards?
That's a good question. I would say when it comes to light sources or bulb business or whatever products we are dealing in, OSRAM is probably one of the very few players who are capable of striking a balance between price-sensitive products and at the same time taking care of the premium image. We are present in all the product and price categories, whether it is M1, M2 or M2 minus. Probably, like I mentioned, OSRAM is probably the only player which is capable of striking this balance and reaching out to all the customers thanks to our excellent brand image, thanks to our excellent customer base, and thanks to our sales team who try to reach out to this. Well, apart from that, our key strength is our product portfolio, where we have really M2 minus products and then M2 products and then M1 products. All of these product categories have similar and you could say equal focuses. Try launching products for each and every category which is available, consumer category which is in this country. So yes, we are striking good balance.
This is the largest Automechanika show in India. And what does this being part of this edition for OSRAM mean for your company, and what excites you for the rest of the 2026 year? How do you see this show helping you progress?
Okay, so this show definitely has been a very good, I think, initiative by our marketing team. Right from day one, I would say, we had a very, active and very significant, number-wise, we had a very, very good footfall. We had some very serious inquiries. And since the location of the stall is also quite prominent in the first hall, so it gives us a really good visibility and it gives us really, good footfalls. So since this is the start of the year, going by the kind of market response that we have been seeing 1.5 months in terms of business, plus the kind of footfall and the active participants and the enthusiastic audience that we see over here, I am sure 2026 we are going to do a really good business, and we should be able to register a significant growth over 2025.